You know you want to start a business. What you may not know is how to make it a reality. GoDaddy Arrow's got you. It uses AI to help you find the domain name that's right for you. Next, answer a few prompts, and with a couple clicks, Arrow will design a professional-looking website or storefront in minutes. Arrow can even help you stay engaged with your customers. Just attach a professional email that matches your domain. With GoDaddy Arrow, you can build a business without having to know a thing about this stuff. Just visit GoDaddy.com to get started. That's GoDaddy.com. Premium features require paid subscription. See terms on site.
Close your eyes, exhale, feel your body relax, and let go of whatever you're carrying today.
Well, I'm letting go of the worry that I wouldn't get my new contacts in time for this class. I got them delivered free from 1-800-CONTACTS. Oh my gosh, they're so fast.
And breathe.
Oh, sorry. I almost couldn't breathe when I saw the discount they gave me on my first order. Oh, sorry. Namaste.
Visit 1-800-CONTACTS.com today to save on your first order.
1-800-CONTACTS.
This is Optimal Living Daily. Why We Need Suffering by Cylon George of spirituallivingforbusypeople.com. And I'm Justin Malik, your personal narrator, the guy reading you blogs or articles every single day of the year to add a bit more inspiration, motivation, and happiness to your day. And with that, let's get right to our next post as we optimize your life. Why We Need Suffering by Cylon George of spirituallivingforbusypeople.com. Quote, if there is meaning in life at all, then there must be a meaning in suffering. Suffering is an ineradicable part of life, even as fate and death. Without suffering and death, human life cannot be complete. Viktor Frankl. I'll be upfront with you. I hate suffering. I like comfort in the idea of a pain-free life as much as the next person. But I've also come to realize something that you may have realized as well, but are too afraid to admit. We need suffering. What? Even saying that out loud feels ridiculous and counterintuitive, but in my years of probing my own life and helping others do the same, I believe it to be true. Famed blogger John Morrow just recently published his first post on a new blog called Unstoppable. The entire post is an amazing read about his personal triumph through his suffering. While reading the post, 2 sentences stopped me dead in my tracks. Quote, the people who struggle most are the ones who can't accept the incessant unfairness of life. They become so consumed with what should have happened, the way other people should have behaved, that they become incapable of dealing with reality, end quote. Listen to that at least 2 more times. Even though I already knew this intellectually, the way he wrote this convicted me on a deep level. I've seen some people for which this has been true, and it's certainly been true of me. 2 types of suffering. In my experience and study, I found that we experience 2 types of suffering: necessary suffering and unnecessary suffering. Sages and mystics down the ages have taught how we can benefit from the former and flee from the latter. Here's the great irony about suffering in our day. We have turned this wise perspective completely backwards. We flee from necessary suffering only to increase our unnecessary suffering. We do all we can to run from the 3 big Ds: death, disease, and disaster. We pretend they don't exist. We're never taught how to deal with the reality that these 3 Ds will visit us all. And so most of us are totally unprepared to deal with the inevitable pain of living. This is the source of our unnecessary suffering, our deep fear of pain and our inability to deal with the pain when it finally hits. It can become so bad that we can't even deal with the relatively minor curveballs life throws at us. We become petulant when things don't go exactly the way we planned. We become despondent when others express their displeasure or dislike of us. We lose sleep over imaginary what-if scenarios. Here's the bitter truth in the words of Morrow. Quote, if you feel depressed and weak, unable to cope with the difficulties of life, it's not because you are a flawed human being. It's because you are unprepared for the pain you are experiencing. The problem, ironically, is that you haven't suffered enough, end quote. This is why we need suffering. How to deal with suffering. I'm not advocating that you should self-flagellate like the monks of old did, but at least you can begin to appreciate why they went to such extremes to chase away unnecessary suffering. We can learn to become comfortable with the idea of suffering without going nearly as far. Here are some tips to help. Number 1, Acknowledge it. The first step to dealing with suffering is to acknowledge that it's a part of life. Once you can get beyond blaming your suffering on others, God, or the universe, you'll begin to gain the resources to deal with what's in front of you. Number 2, lean into discomfort. As alluded to before, it doesn't take much for most of us to enter the realm of unnecessary suffering. While I don't recommend self-flagellation, I do think it's a good idea for us to intentionally put ourselves in uncomfortable situations so we can learn to deal with them. For instance, I used to be afraid of what people would think of me because of my stutter. I did everything to hide it in my youth. One day, I decided I would allow myself to stutter in public. I've suffered many embarrassing situations because of my stutter, but gradually, I've become less afraid of it. Consequently, it has also diminished over time. Number 3, make gratitude your friend. Feeling like you always have the short end of the stick or that the grass is always greener on the other side? Gratitude is the antidote to this unnecessary suffering. As soon as you feel yourself beginning to rail against the unfairness of life, let that be the moment to stop and think of 3 things you are grateful for right now. The result will feel like magic as you watch your unnecessary suffering melt away. Strength through suffering. If you're breathing, you've known suffering. Maybe you're going through a tough time right now. Know that even if you cannot currently escape pain, you need not suffer unnecessarily. Embrace your pain, lean into discomfort, and you'll discover a spiritual strength you never thought possible. You just listened to the post titled, Why We Need Suffering by Cylon George of spirituallivingforbusypeople.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. We all know the struggle of the holiday gift hunt. You want something personal, but also want to avoid buying clutter. That's why I recommend Aura Frames. It makes holiday shopping incredibly easy because it's meaningful and looks beautiful in any home. My favorite feature is that you can preload photos before it even ships. I set one up where I added a welcome message and a whole album of memories. It connects to Wi-Fi, and you can share photos and videos effortlessly straight from your phone, keeping everyone connected all year long. Don't wait. Win the holidays now with Aura Frames. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames named #1 by Wirecutter by using promo code OLD at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code OLD. This deal is exclusive to listeners and frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Introducing your new Dell PC powered by the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot, because it's built with all-day battery plus powerful AI features that help you do it all with ease, from editing images to drafting emails to summarizing large documents to multitasking. So you can organize your holiday shopping and make custom holiday decor and search for great holiday deals and respond to holiday requests and customer questions and customers requesting custom things, and plan the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC that helps you do it all faster, so you can get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside, backed by Dell's price match guarantee. Get yours before the holidays at dell.com/deals. Terms and conditions apply. See Dell.com for details. Thank you to Cylon. There's a quote he had in there that he said to read at least 2 more times, so I think now's a good time to repeat it and really think about it. The people who struggle most are the ones who can't accept the incessant unfairness of life. They become so consumed with what should have happened, the way other people should have behaved, that they become incapable of dealing with reality. That's the unnecessary suffering that he talked about. There are some things that we just need to accept or let go of, and dwelling on them just increases our suffering, so it's not worth it. But then there is necessary suffering, like growing pains. These things happen and we generally become stronger. It's a common theme of this show, and for good reason, and good to keep hearing this so it really becomes ingrained in who we are. So thank you to Cylon for this one. Thank you for listening and being here, even for Friday and weekend episodes. And I'll see you tomorrow over the weekend where your optimal life awaits.